Chapter 21 The Miracle. Days passed and Ruby watched Fang and Claw play, smiling at the warm sight and wishing Chomper were there. Ruby did her best to occupy herself, to keep herself from thinking about Chomper. She took control of leadership and checked in with Screech and Thud, who continued to patrol the land path.
No sign of intruders?
No, it seems none are going to bother the island.
Yeah, maybe it's because the Alpha ain't here no more. I guess that's good. Thank you guys. Thank you.
So what will you tell the Sky Beings when they come to visit?
I'll cross that path when I come to it. They may be able to help us find Chomper. They are intelligent and know things we don't.
Glancing at the sky, the bright circle set and the night circle and the stars appeared. That night, Ruby watched the sky, knowing what to look for, spotting a bright star that slowly got closer and closer. Each night, Ruby would watch it, knowing within a few days, the Sky Beings would return. Then, the night arrived. From the sky, a sea of light lit up the dark. The silver, shiny stone of cold fire landed on the mysterious island. After the smoke settled and the hatch dropped, and out stepped the Sky Beings. They saw Ruby and her family, holding worried expressions.
Nancy, Jonathan, have you heard from Chomper in the in-between space?
We were hoping you would tell us where he was. We've been trying to reach him, but it seems the other end has been cut off completely.
Does that mean he's gone? No, if he were dead, we'd be able to speak with him. Guess that's good news.
Actually, we have better news. Jonathan held a bag and drew out an egg. Here, as promised, your next child, a hybrid fast runner Sharptooth. Ruby gasped and went to hold the egg. It was the size of a fast runner egg, only it had red spots on it.
It's lovely. Thank you. I just wish Chomper were here to see it.
Well, maybe if word spreads that you have another egg, he'll be enticed to return to you.
With luck. Thank you.
Ruby hugged the pair.
Well, despite our son not being here, that doesn't mean the lesson should stop. You're still planning on showing us things from your world?
Indeed. Like before, the Sky Beings stayed to visit with their grandchildren, offering wood-carved toys, a spaceship to add to their collection. It was funny to see Fang running around with the spaceship in hand, making a loud whooshing sound to match the craft her grandparents traveled in. Since Claw was still too tiny to enjoy toys, they gave him a soft item they called a blanket. It was softer than any fuzzy creature's fur, and Claw loved it, rubbing it to his cheek as he sucked his thumb. Wonderful! It's always good to see our grandchildren so happy. As the children played, Jonathan and Nancy shared more knowledge with them, showing them how to cut trees, carve them, place them together to form a foundation, building a house for them to live in. It was an upgrade and would shelter them from the great storms which bombarded the shorelines occasionally, damaging their home.
Amazing! I haven't even the words.
Ruby was astonished. Yes, we're glad you like it so far. It's not even done yet.
What else is there to do? Glad you asked.
When the home was finished, Ruby admired every square inch of it, going from room to room with a bright smile. The children would have a nest, or bedroom as Nancy called it, all to themselves, something Nancy advised would help keep the peace as the children grew older. The master bedroom would be where Ruby and Chomper, well, Ruby, since Chomper had yet to return, would live. The focal point of the home was the living room, where a magnificent fireplace sat. Ruby could cook and spend time there with the children. It was everything and more. Another event Chomper was missing.
Hopefully you enjoy many years here. I can already imagine wonderful years here. Thank you.
When it was time for Nancy and Jonathan to leave, Ruby felt a bit of Chomper was leaving with them. After several hugs and kisses, the Sky Beings entered their craft and left into the sky, Fang and Claw cheering as the spaceship vanished from sight. As Ruby tried to be strong for the kids, she asked if Screech and Thud could find and pass word on to Chomper that she had been blessed with a child. Screech and Thud knew it could be dangerous. After all, it would reveal the current alpha had young. But it was a risk worth taking. They needed to find Chomper. On the last day of the visible land path, Screech and Thud bid the family farewell. "Take care, friends," Rodney signed. "You as well." Thud hugged Fang and Claw, looking at Ruby and the egg. "We'll get him back, Mrs. Boss. Don't worry." The pair took off, wasting no time in entering the mysterious beyond once they reached the beach. Out of sight, Ruby hoped it'd be enough, that the next time the land path appeared, that Chomper would come back.
"Mommy, is Daddy still gone?"
Fang asked. During her father's absence, Fang was aware her mother, grandparents, along with her fast-biter uncles were worried. While the adults thought the children were asleep, Fang would lay awake and listen to them. It wasn't easy since some spoke Leaf Eater. Fortunately, her uncles spoke Sharptooth, and she could put together bits of the conversation. Her father was gone. For reasons she didn't know. All she knew was her mother was scared.
"Where has Daddy gone? Why would he leave us?" "Daddy is trying to sort things out. He is the alpha and has many duties that could keep him away."
Fang wasn't buying it and knew her mother wasn't telling her the truth. Fang told herself there was some reason for that, but she still wondered what had happened in their journey away. All she could do was hope her father would return. After all, he still had much to teach her about being the next alpha.